I think so.
Oh, that giant coral bush in your way.
What's do you know which what's the name of this
Do you mind
coral?
looking over on the pan and tilt?
I can see a bubble cam there.
Yeah, thank you.
Do we have a coral name here, or just?
Yeah, let's tentatively ID it as Narella, N-A-R-E-L-L-A.
Go full zoom again, Emily. Please.
Nice.
Beauty.
NA074?
Correct.
Or sorry,
Can I do the salvos change over?
NA110-074 is what I
Salvo,
meant.
starboard.
I'm not sure about this one, actually.
You can go ahead and pop her out.
Does Steve still have his big screen back there? Or does that?
That's good, yeah.
Does that change you, Steve? You still have your big screen back there?
No, I have the starboard bio.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Yeah, give him the big screen back there.
He's got his own key panel back there.
That's right.
Any
This
thoughts
is,
on its floatiness?
This is helpful, though, to make sure all the pieces go in one box.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, look, that's okay. We'll.
You're fine with that?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Roger.
So.
You're easy.
All right, ready?
Nice.
Have
Sinker.
a nice day. Got a little tag along.
Yeah, good job saving that from going in the other box, Jess.
Stand by. I'm on the
You're
bin.
jaws caught there on the.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay, you good?
Yeah.
Subnormal.
Okay. Come.
You got bubble cam still.
Roger.
Hi. Coming full wide. Oh, hello.
Nice shot.
Nice squats, squat lobsters.
Stand by. Coming
Getting
up.
some good squats in.
You want the lasers off now?
Yeah, so the last thing I think we have time for, right, we have to go off bottom, is kind of just pirouette around this thing, get some beauty footage, and then take off.
Lasers off.
That
Pirouette.
can do. Alright. I'm just going to do a quick zoom all the way in.
That's a roger on the lasers off, is it, Steve?
Lasers off, yeah.
Get
Copy, lasers
some good focus.
And then
Zoom out.
we'll get some like National Geographic, you know.
So all
highlight.
the way like this, all the way like that. Alright. Yeah, we can do beauty.
Something like that. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Onwards.
We still have time for a slurp.
Nope.
What? Sometimes the valet service is a little late.
Suffer the wrath of Mark.
Yeah. Yeah.
Want me to turn off your porch?
What's that?
Want me to turn off your porch for this shot?
Sure.
It's a little bit of less light.
Seem to be stuck there. Let's see, what wrap can I put in? Which way? Any way I want?
Any way you want.
Any way you want.
Turns in the
that's
tether
way
coming up.
you need it.
Get off the rocks.
Holy cow, look at that base.
Wow.
That's a massive colony.
That's a beautiful one.
That is one of the biggest primnodes I've ever seen in my life. And that is a huge...
And you're talking to a guy
Steve
who
is
looks
a
at this
happy
stuff all
human.
the time.
Can we get the whole thing in frame?
Yeah, sure. Let me back up a bit.
See if we can get a zoom in Argus shot.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I can do that if you're alright with me zooming in on Argus.
Go ahead.
It's kind of top down, but
Oh, made that too dark.
it's hard to see.
You want to come all the way around it, do you?
He's just taking it all in.
There's your shot in Argus.
Yeah, just, you know, some beauty shots.
Yeah, come all the way around.
And I'd like to get lasers on this side before we leave too.
Yeah, sure.
Sure, let me turn them on now. Then.
Yeah.
Lasers on.
Wow.
Thing's giant.
That's got to be like 2 meters
Wow.
tall. At least 2.5 meters wide, maybe 2 meters wide. Gonna get lasers on the base, and then we're done.
So this guy's probably, what, a couple hundred years old, I think?
Yeah, like I wish I knew. I think that is a reasonable assumption, at least a couple hundred.
Gonna have to flick the camera there.
Do you want to zoom in on the base, Steve?
Yes, please. Just
Okay.
just enough to get, you know, a good
Get the
scale with the
lasers.
lasers. Yeah.
All right, to zoom.
Yep,
then?
go ahead.
Nice.
A beast. That is a beast.
That's awesome.
Very nice. All right. Thank you very much.
Okay, you can zoom out and turn those lasers off.
Yeah. Lasers off.
Thank you.
Great end to that dive.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's really cool.
See other watches, we can see cool stuff.
What was the depth of that? 911 meters.
Correct.
End of the
Let's
dive.
see, oh, the turns police aren't even close.
You just drive straight, and we're in recovery.
I can't leave it that easy for Jess.
Yeah,
Gotta
yeah.
at least have a half a turn in the.
Yeah, you gotta screw it up a little bit first.
I'm
Screw it up a
gonna,
little
I'm gonna
bit,
take
please.
up the Niskin time now.
Yeah.
Normally we would
We've
be
already
doing a Niskin.
we've already eaten into all that.
Oh, we have?
Yeah.
No,
we
you
burned
know,
10 minutes into it.
we're not taking Niskins anymore.
Yeah, no Niskins because you guys don't have the eDNA.
We should be alright as long as, I
samples.
mean, the problem is if we don't come up at 15 meters a minute, we're gonna have to drop a weight or something.
Yeah.
If we're coming up slow and not close to 15, then we're gonna suffer the wrath.
Yeah, just if you have to drop a weight, kind of.
Oh, we'll drop both of those weights. Tired of looking at those rusty things.
Well, we've got a limit on how many.
Not on top of like the massive
Just start floating up.
coral reef.
Right.
It's a nice
I've heard we
pirouette.
have a whole hold of them.
We do, but we are limited on this cruise to how many we can drop. Is that correct, Steve?
We haven't dropped any yet.
Yeah, but it's only like. How
We're
many?
limited to 4 to 8 within the monument boundaries.
Yeah.
Drop weights. So, but we can maybe get that amended. It's not
Yeah.
not set in stone.
How's the shot in Argus for you, Steve?
Really nice. Yeah, it's a little blue though. Is
Just
it?
gonna
Yeah, it's pretty dark.
nice shot of a twist in the tether.
Is that color right?
What exactly did you do before the lights went out?
It's just dark and
I can make it whatever color you want.
Yeah, it doesn't look
doesn't look right.
right. Yeah,
You see it over here?
the yellow's
Emily?
looking really blue.
Oh.
Okay, that's 360 there.
All right. Let's yeah. Nav has control now.
Well,
Well, actually, the way we play it, I can get you as much bottom time as you want until I get winched away.
Yeah, let's just scan around then.
So we have to lay it out. I have to come back around and then run it out to the west, correct?
roughly, yep.
Yep.
All right. Coming around, getting set up to run away to the west.
It's like a southwest move, I think.
That looks really green. Now we're in the depths of green. If you just look at Argus, it's just they're going around in a circle.
So I gotta go this way, yeah?
Yeah.
Straight.
Okay.
You want to come a little wide there on Argus, please, Emily?
Straight,
Yeah, sure.
not sideways.
Straight.
Straight.
Straight, yeah.
Okay.
That's a little better. That looks like a spider.
I'm cheating in the camera sideways, so.
We're real dark on Argus there, Emily. There we go, it's a little better. Straight, not turn.
I'm moving west. Look at the nav screen, not the camera.
I'm looking at the nav screen. We gotta be driving that way.
I'm going sideways. I'm trying to. I keep hitting that pesky rock.
You know, it's me that gets yelled at when we're not on deck all the time. None of you guys get.
Oh, we get yelled at too, don't worry.
Vehicle's still moving west, isn't it?
Yeah.
The rest of
But
us
your
run away.
headings,
Doesn't matter as long as I'm moving west. It's going downhill, so we're going west. Look, it's on the stop, Rennie. Gonna rip the joystick out of the thing if I move it.
If anyone gets upset, just show them a picture of the massive coral garden we just found.
Yeah, they've seen coral before.
I'm
Not like
imagining
this.
the interaction of showing Mark a picture of a coral and saying, well, you see.
Don't you see what this means?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
look at it
um,
minutes earlier.
What is that blobby thing on
if
the,
you want, you can start coming up on the winch anytime. We're far
hey,
enough.
on the right hand side, can you give me any zoom on that?
Steve.
You told me
I better just
until
pull the
you're
winch
winched
on you
away.
guys.
Yeah, pretty
You
much.
see that blobby thing on that coral?
Coming up.
Right.
Zoom in, Emily.
Zoom in
To
before
the
you
right,
get
to the right, to the
dinged.
right.
To the right.
It was way to the right.
Way to the right.
My video skills are being put into question.
You'll have to.
All right.
Oh, get
Oh,
tugged.
sorry.
That's
Oh,
a tug.
Goodbye.
All right.
Sorry, I tried.
I mean, I can make the screen go dark so we don't
No.
look at it.
Oh, that's the winch pulling us away from
Goodbye,
fun.
coral.
You shouldn't have told me that you could look at anything until you get winched away.
I did. I was looking, and it literally pulled us away there, right as it spun. The tether comes out of the tail of this thing, so it's real violent when the winch pulls on it.
Alright, we are off bottom.
Put some birds on too.
We are off bottom. Yeah. What do I gotta do?
Do a stick lock forward and then the Z bias.
I'm going to switch over
That's
to
gonna be
USB
taking
out.
you down.
This way.
Yeah.
So no more auto XY.
Roger.
This is H1.
Why do I? Oh, I know what I have to do. Well, it has to be 0. This has to be.
Emily, can you set the bridge
Full
TV
jam.
to cam aft?
Yes, I can.
Thank you.
100% up.
Roger.
Let me know what your vertical velocity ends up being.
I have to
also
catch
do
up to the
some-
winch.
Utility there.
Oh, sorry, wrong button. 16 at the moment.
Perfect.
We can also do some lateral wagging and then
Yeah, roger. Catch up to you to,
sure.
oh, the lateral wagging to, oh, that,
If you do like a 40% or less, maybe 20% lateral wag,
to starboard.
starboard into port, yeah. It'll keep you within like the 2000 PSI on the main hydraulic pressure.
Hi.
Oh, that dropped it down. I was getting 16 with just the verts.
Yeah, you have to kind of feather it to find the right happy spot.
Video's gonna do some system checks. I shall return.
You want to play with it? Because I can't get any better than 14.
Yeah, Yeah, sure.
Thank you. Awesome.
So we have a break now. We're gonna recover, map, transit, map, and then be back down. Did the board say an estimated dive time? 300.
3 p.m. Yeah.
Yep. See how it goes. So about 12 hours from now.
Similar depth range, Steve.
I need you to go faster than
Yeah,
13
we think so.
meters a minute.
All of these seamounts seem to cap out at around 1,000 meters or so, 800 to 1,000 meters. And so I think it'll be a similar depth range. What kind of feature, what depths, we'll decide once we see the maps. But we will be diving probably on the upper fringes of these seamounts to keep it short. You know, these are shorter dives, so we want to maximize our bottom time there.
I shouldn't be getting any more DVL tracks. I don't know why that track keeps showing up.
Alright.
It's a DVL mystery track.
It just kept showing up, drawing a track. I'm like, it's not on. There's no reason to show the track.
That should not be possible.
No.
Altitude. 0 beams. Oh no, it's hitting a beam or two there.
Yeah. Even still though, just because I'm not on the.
Did I miss
maybe it
anything
draws the track
interesting?
anyway.
Yeah,
Nope,
we saw
blue water.
6 whales and a sea turtle.
Dang it!
Wasn't a sea turtle.
Dang it!
So specific.
I think our video at the last air full zoom was not very good because had the verts pinned it too hard. It was shaking the camera.
Which the last ditch effort at looking at the seafloor of Zoom. I think that's what that one's
No,
referring to.
The last full zoom on the coral while you were doing the sample had the verts pinned hard, so it was shaking the camera a little bit.
Oh, I see.
If you have the verts pinned too hard in your full zoom, you can see it.
Gets a little shaky.
Yeah. Tropos is the same. It just that full zoom is, and the vibration of the thrusters is too much for it.
Yeah. So, also, I think the bar got a little bit wonked over.
Oh, I wonked it.
Let's have a look at everything.
Yeah, you want to make sure that starboard box it's closed, right? That's camera 8.
Yeah, it's camera 8. That one looks all the way in. Yeah, that one's all the way in, and the tool's all the way in.
What
right.
speed did we have? I can look here.
Is
I
that
think it's around
wand in
15 right
danger
now.
of falling off on recovery? The magnetic bit looks like it's not sticking down.
What did I do?
Yeah, you're right.
I touched something and it killed my screen.
Killed your screen?
Never mind. I'm having a brain fart. It's not a touch screen.
You wouldn't be the first pilot to switch to that seat and try to poke at it.
Yeah, I can secure that real quick.
That's if it's up to you, if you think it's something that'll fall off or not.
It's a little off its magnet there.
Yeah.
Your manip's hanging out in space anyways. Gonna
Yeah.
have to tuck it in.
Oh.
So,
What are you talking about? You don't like manipulations out here?
No, they tend to get ripped off when the
I mean, it's only a couple, $1,000.
price of a new house. what
I
that
mean,
thing costs.
not that bad.
Or an apartment.
Said no one ever.
An apartment in San Diego.
Yeah.
Condo,
Studio.
maybe. Studio apartment.
A box on the side of the road.
A mini house.
Efficiency, they call it. All right.
So Jess got another meter a minute out of the thing. Some magical
Nice.
lateral.
I think that's due to the
lateral.
buoyancy of the corals.
I think you're right. I think
Yeah.
that's the only reason.
Yeah. Counteracting the weight of the rocks. Yeah.
One of the coolest things about Herc, like there's always something on an ROV spread that's unique to that spread, like something they do that no one else does, or
What
I
makes
haven't
Herc
seen
special?
before. The use of magnets to secure
yeah?
the temperature probe.
I would have thought that would have been something.
I've talked about it for years. And no, that'll never work. They'll rust. They'll get iron all over the bottom of them.
They do rust, but they work pretty well.
They do. They work awesome.
Yeah, sometimes we stuck stuff to the weights on the front too.
So
Well, now you can take pictures of this and be like, see?
I did.
Send it to all your old buddies.
I wanted to do some epoxy encapsulated neodymium magnets. So I want
Put
to
it
be
in
able to
epoxy, huh?
let go of the temperature probe and have it go whang,
Yeah.
stick on its magnet.
Wait, how did they go again?
Wow. Ah, wrong spot.
Oh, now it's off the ball. It's off the porch too, so you can't extend. Sleeping dogs.
I think the bungee ought to keep it on the vehicle.
You
for
might be able to
arm
get the ball
recovery.
from there if you do the not just barely open your jaw thing.
Yeah. So
can
hoping
do
just
it.
to push it to not rip out my guts.
You can get a finger on the ball easy. Keith Tamburi calls that the armpit grab.
The armpit grab.
Scratching your armpit.
I'm going to slow down just a hair now to match your speed.
Roger.
So you should start feeling that undercurrent at around 400 meters.
400.
4 to 300.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think we stopped feeling it around 2 to 3. At least on the way down.
It's just a range. It
Yeah.
might vary, but
Yeah, I was
advance warning.
noodling,
Yeah, thank you.
noodling earlier if we, Rennie, if we were going to put some in the bank, which way would we bank it? We'd have to be like more to the west.
Yeah, just straight. Yeah, pretty much just reciprocal of the ship's heading, and then around 4 to 300, I'll stream forward and just kind of try to stay there. And then I already talked to Mark that if it's affecting us and we're still kind of
Obligatoria.
stuck, we can pause again at 30, and that ought to reset it. I don't think we started to feel it till 30, so.
But if it's flowing to the east and we're off to the west, it might blow us back under the ship. So maybe it's better that we're off to the north like we are now.
It'll still bring us around to east, probably quicker.
Yeah. But if we were like all the way to the west, it would blow us right under Argus and the ship.
I don't think it will. I don't think it's going to blow it because Herc, the forward is, as long as we stay forward facing to it, I don't think it's going to be in danger of blowing Herc under Argus. I think it's more that it'll whip us around.
Oh yeah.
Like a full 180. But our best chance of fighting it would be heading into it anyway.
For sure.
That's my thought, at least.
3 knots is going to blow that ROV no matter which way it's heading.
Pretty much. So that's why I talked to Mark that we might have to pause again at 30 and get it sorted out and then
just drag it
a bit better. It looks like our ship's in a good recovery heading as far as surface current goes. I plan on stopping the stream forward when we get to the surface, just because there's plenty of current going through, and we shouldn't have to deal with that undercurrent anymore.
$17.
Wow,
Yes.
Right.
How do you do it?
Can I get an 18 out of you? Can I get an 18?
No drop weights required.
Negatory.
I like it.
So we've been taking our full complement of rocks the past couple dives, and well, more or less. Still haven't had to drop any weights. It's impressive.
Yeah. And we're still going down slightly positive, right?
Yeah, totally.
I don't think
Always.
that protocol changes.
Yeah, no, it's perfect. We need like 30% on the verts just to hold the vehicle neutral. Which is a nice number
How
for
much?
any ROV. 20 to 30%.
How much do those weights weigh in the front?
400 pounds.
I think they're 25 pounds each.
Okay.
In air?
In air, yeah. Steel, it'll be pretty close in water.
Yeah.
Roger, 18 on the winch.
Is the buoyancy of the syntactic foam the same at all depths it's rated for?
Pretty close. It changes a bit. Like if you trim the vehicle where it's perfectly neutral at the surface, it will sink at depth. And they do squeeze a little. I think, I'm not sure if this system has it, but most use a Belleville washer, which is kind of like a spring washer.
Before I forget, so we slurped some coral rubble into one of the slurps. There's the only slurp. I think it was bucket 1, right? There's probably a bunch of rubble in the tube.
Oh yeah.
Bigger chunks that didn't make it up. So you guys can wash that out.
We can.
We'll take it in any form it comes in.
Do you want us to turn on the suction on a empty chamber?
I don't think I think it's just big chunks that aren't going to go up through the system, because we got small rubbly bits, but there was some bigger stuff in there. You can try, but
it's worth a try.
it'll probably just stay in the tube.
It's easier to do it now than it is on deck.
Totally. Super. It's very true. Is there an open sample chamber?
Yeah, all of them are open except one.
All except one, Roger.
Looks like you're in no man's land there.
I know. I'm running away from everyone.
What's 5?
Isn't that one 7?
I think it's 5. Could be wrong.
Flush
6 is
7.
to the right.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
That's
it's 7. All right, well, we can try putting on some starboard suction.
There's something coming through.
You can exercise the hose too with the manip, might help.
Yeah.
Wow.
Whoa.
Looks like it's getting some stuff.
What are we expecting to come through this hose?
Big chunks.
Big
Big
chunks.
chunks, okay.
Yeah, maybe 5-6 centimeter long pieces of coral.
There's the tiny chunks.
If you pull the hose in and out with a manip, that might help.
Yeah, they didn't try any of those maneuvers. We were kind of in a stretch rush on the bottom, so it's possible, but I just have a feeling that
Sometimes
it's
they
heavy
get
stuff.
stuck in the where the hose makes a sharp bend in the back of the vehicle there.
Mhm.
So if you pull it out, it changes where the bend is. And it gets by, then you move it again and it gets by.
Another feeling
Twice
for
in a
that.
row.
Or my 17 still. All right.
Looks like you're dragging Argus a little too, judging
Yeah.
by the blue dots.
I do have a little bit of forward thrust on right now. Actually, let's go up here.
Ready for suction again?
Yeah, go ahead. I don't have the best grip on this guy, but we'll see if it works.
You're cutting your hockey puck.
Yeah.
Yeah, pull it out to the tape mark and then stuff it back in. It's the warning yellow. Just go in and out a couple times maybe. It's basically what we do on deck, right? Pull it out, let it go, pull it out, let it go.
Yeah, that's true. Not seeing any big chunks in there.
Oh, there's one.
Yeah. Keep going then. Keep going.
Providing blue water entertainment, that's for sure.
Any
Lots
other
of-
chunks you guys have seen?
Lots of little stuff.
Little stuff, yeah.
Turn it off for a second.
I
See
mean,
what falls down.
there was some big stuff that went in there, so we'll see. We'll decide.
We can cycle power to it one more time, and then if we don't see anything, then just stow it.
Yeah, your
Yes.
call.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Why not?
Got nothing else to do.
Yeah.
So then what do you guys do on deck? Do you have to go
No,
and,
I'm not reading a poem.
get those bits
100%.
out?
Roger. What's that?
What do you guys have to do on deck? You have to take it apart to get those bits out? It's just
If
not
they're-
clogged for
if
the
they're-
next...
If they're clogging, but have you guys taken any other samples, or was that the...
That was the only slurp.
I think we stick a hose in it, and then we drag it out. Basically do what Jess is doing now.
Yeah.
Cuss at it,
Yeah.
Sweat. If you have to disassemble it, you got to get the bungee off and
Oh, yeah.
break it.
Takes
There's-
a while.
Yeah, it takes a while.
Yeah.
You can visually inspect and see where it's clogged, hopefully. And
Yeah.
I mean, these aren't pieces that would clog it. It's just that they're probably just not light.
were they like long,
Can I
long
slurp
sticks?
that?
It's a little far. Slip it on the run.
I mean, I shouldn't take a sample we don't need, but
Oh, there was a piece. There it came.
Something, yeah.
Yeah, that was a
yeah,
big
that was a
Now
big
you're-
chunk.
Now you're getting it.
Get out of here.
There's more.
Yeah, you're getting it now.
Anyone watching at home that has this on mute is probably wondering
What
the
are they
heck
doing?
are they doing?
See, we're just starting to vacuum up the ocean.
Yeah.
They don't get a view of the suction sampler, do they?
Yeah,
No, they don't.
Emily can put it on that.
It's a new
She's got that ability.
it's a new experimental microplastic cleaning system
Yeah, there you go.
for the deep
We
ocean.
suck out every particle.
Yeah.
What our viewers at home can't see is a suction sample jar.
No, I put it up.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, they can see it now.
So how much do those jars hold? 2 liters?
That's pretty jelly.
It's more than
They
that.
seem like a
Think
2 or 3 liter bottle.
Yeah,
A 3 liter bottle.
I'm not sure, but probably 2, maybe, yeah.
2 or 3 liters. They're
Thinking about it in
clear
comparison to
plastic
the
thing.
soda.
And,
Say about 2.5.
there's a mesh media on the on one side, and we can change the mesh to either nothing or
Oh, should I get that?
if you can.
Can I, Steve?
We have one already.
We
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think we need another one.
Oh.
They take a lot of ethanol, and yeah,
No, we don't need it.
and
Roger.
it's, yeah, we don't need it.
Aww.
But you can log it
They
as an
can't-
observation.
There you go.
It's the
That's
next
true.
best thing.
Digital
It's
sample.
basically the same thing.
All right. Do you think that's probably all that was gonna go in there?
Yeah, let's call it a win. Yeah.
Roger. All right.
When the kids want to keep playing with the parents.
Roger.
Suction is off.
Roger. Make sure I'm all the way racked back.
Oh, happy 4th of July, everyone.
Yeah. Happy
Happy
birthday
4th
to
of
my
July.
mom,
Happy birthday.
who I definitely didn't call at 2 a.m. in the morning her time to be the first person to wish her a happy birthday.
Mm.
She wasn't too happy about it.
Bet she said, thank you, but I've done this a lot of times.
No, her response was, Emily, it's 2 a.m. in the morning. And I just responded with, happy birthday. And she goes, thanks. I'll talk to you in the morning.
That's as about as stowed as it's gonna be then.
I don't think so.
Too far.
Looking stowed to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, her first birthday with all the family away.
Sad.
I'm here, my brother's in San Francisco, and my dad's traveling.
Ground fault's down to 200K.
Yeah, that's no good. Excuse me, that's no good.
There's a colony about to get disrupted. Oh, it made it by.
Oh, isn't that a larvation snot house?
Yeah.
It's actually all mucus instead of a colony.
Is it?
They like cast these like webs of mucus out, and They're pretty cool.
You want to sit back here? You can tell us all about them.
Sorry.
That's better than I can do.
No, yeah, they have like actually like 2 layers, like different filtration abilities on either layer. And then once they get clogged, they drop them like it's hot, and they drop them to the seafloor and make another one. Kind of cool.
It's like a big larvae hamster ball.
Yeah, totally.
Somebody put the flush jar on backwards.
I think my favorite flush jar story is one time we were diving and I was on the 12th floor watch and Greg was in the Herc seat and we were like, why isn't the sample bucket moving? Like no matter what we did, it wouldn't rotate. And we just get the vehicles back on deck and Greg climbs on top and a fish was stuck in it.
Oh no.
And the carousel wouldn't
And we were
rotate.
just like, there's your problem.
You sampled the fish, right?
I think so.
Good.
Gonna have to at that point.
With
Yeah.
tartar sauce.
Watch it be like a vent fish or something like that.
And it had to have been a big fish, right? To inhibit the thing from moving?
It was like,
Probably.
yeah, I have a photo of it. Because it was kind of funny. For me, at least.
Oh, that is funny.
We had a squid lodged in the vehicle last cruise. A large Humboldt squid. That
Wow.
it was pretty beautiful, actually. But oh, sorry.
Tragic to abort a dive over biology. Biology foul.
Biology foul. I want to call it a biofoul.
A
Biofoul.
biofoul. Nice.
They get stuck in the thruster sometimes. I'm like, why won't this vehicle fly straight?
Mark
Why
is up
isn't this
over there.
working?
Sorry,
Mark is up.
Roger.
I saw Mike was up too, making coffee. Could I have a aft deck view on one of these cameras?
I'll give you 13.
Thanks. So I think the current's been fairly consistent in the surface current where it's been coming from. So I'm comfortable starting to stream at 400. That way it gives us a little more.
That sounds great.
Okay, do that. We'll go 0.3 knot into it. And if we gotta bump it, we gotta bump it.
Roger.
I can get Bob to
15.
pony up for that in-hole DVL. Would have been awesome. 3D graphs of the equatorial.
Yeah, you can fire that up. I think it some of the times the the frequency interacts with the USBL, but even just for a snapshot, you just need it like once. You get a quick graph,
Yeah.
and you're like, all right, now we know. You know.
The Thompson has one, and they run it. I don't think they run it while the vehicle's in the water, but they.
Yeah. Even just like right now, we would be able to get a snapshot of what's
Exactly.
happening, and then just there's been talks about it. I think they have.
They have it.
Allison knows we want one.
It's usually displayed on the heads-up display, like the
Yeah.
one you guys have in there that has all the
Oh,
nice
yeah.
graphs on it.
Yeah, yeah.
Software courtesy of the Intrepid web penner.
And 105. Bridge nav.
Somewhere I have my fidget spinner. It's probably in my backpack.
Can we track a line at
Got 2 or 3
The
of them.
set point 106, speed 0.3 knots. Thank you.
Great.
Yeah, the minute you said, you were like, that's going to be a long minute, like during our 12 to 4 watch this afternoon. I was like, I'm going to bring up my fidget cube for him.
Thank you.
I actually didn't know where that went. And then I came back on the boat, and I was, because I took a year off to do some work. P.S. Anyone that wants to go on a Royal Caribbean cruise, let me know. I had to log video for them for quite some time. So I know all the good spots. But I came back, and I dumped out an entire bag with all my stuff in it, and that came flying out. And I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot about that. I was so happy I found it. Of course, you know, after college is done, but you know, hey. It'll help me in my workspace.
One of the buttons, 2 of the buttons are wore out.
No, that's supposed to be like that.
Oh, they are?
They're like silent clickers,
Ah,
so that when you're clicking them, you don't annoy people, but you still
Annoy-
get the...
don't annoy the Herc pilot with the...
I showed that to Anatoly and Max, and they go, is this for the engine? On, off, on, off. We're switching on and off the engine.
Yeah,
And then-
there's a hack project where they put in a little MRU inside here, a little coin battery.
Yeah.
You can get some really stupid graphs of the motion that you do with it. It's pointless.
It's
Hack
pointless.
project. Kind of Rube Goldberg thing. Rube Goldberg for geeks.
I wonder what's the function that people use most often on that.
I use the spin one. The
mouse?
one, no, I use this one. It's like a nice, yeah, I use the like flat spinny one. It's next to the,
For me, it's the 5 dice.
oh, the dice one? Yeah.
Yeah, the buttons. Because it has a button. Where is our button? Is it still there?
There you go. Button's still there.
Well, I forget where it was now.
It's on the AutoXY page.
Yeah, the button.
The button. That's great. What does it do?
It makes Gabby laugh hysterically every time you mention it.
That's right. That's true.
There's a lot of things that make Gabby laugh hysterically every time you mention
But the
it.
button's right up there.
That's right up, that's at the top.
It's always good for a laugh.
That's great. When were you on last year?
Oh, jeez, I forget. When we
Yeah,
did...
what cruise was that, Dan? I don't remember. Cascadia Margin.
Yeah, Cascadia Margin.
Oh, no. Was that your first year on?
It was,
Oh, I
Bubble-
missed you.
bubble hunting with Tamara.
Bubble.
How do you say her last name?
Tamara Baumberger, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe I'm pronouncing it wrong. What's that little flicker?
What month
of
was
the
that?
winch pressure?
I can't remember.
Sorry.
The pressure, storage winch
Storage winch.
pressure. Does
Yeah.
that just always do that little?
I think I missed you by a little bit because I came out in
Not sure.
November.
That was actually an interesting observation.
It does that.
Does that little flicker?
Yeah,
Charge
and
pressure.
It's it acts to me hydraulically like a relief valve opening and closing.
So I guess you couldn't have been on in near November because I would have seen you.
No, it was earlier in the year.
Nice. Yeah, because I came out November 25th
Yeah, no, it
for
was,
my birthday. No, wait, no, it wasn't. No, November 25th is when I went home. I came out for that week though.
it's during the summer.
Probably like this time last year.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Nice.
I've been bugging Josh for probably 3 years to get on this boat, and every time we talk, I have other commitments already and stuck on a stupid boat somewhere in a not very nice place.
And now you're here. Woohoo! Dreams do come true.
They do.
Dreams do come true.
I met your dad when I was, I think my, what year would that have been? It would have been 90 something. He came to, must have been about 92 or 93.
Huh, year before you had my brother.
He came to Davis, California, to Schilling. It's been a couple days there.
There's a siphonophore in Argus.
Nice one.
Or a salp, I don't know what. Science.
Maybe a siphonophore?
Siphonophore,
How long
yeah.
you on for?
Last year?
No, this year.
4 weeks. Till the 20, get off on the 22nd.
Oh, you'll pass my dad.
Oh yeah.
He gets on the 22nd.
Oh yeah.
And then the rest of the family joins. Minus the brothers.
How many brothers do you have?
3.
3 brothers?
Well, yeah. 2 that I can see.
Excuse me?
My other brother passed away
Okay.
in 1989.
I was just making sure you didn't have invisible family members that...
Yeah, you know those invisible ink pens that you got when you were a kid? Yeah, accident gone wrong. Covered him too much in invisible ink. And
I used to be obsessed with those things, like that. Those cheap things you'd get at like a.
right?
It'd be like magic ink or like X-ray goggles or all that stuff.
Yeah.
Just little cheap tricks.
I totally forgot with like the ink pens that I had written in like invisible ink all over my secret room. And so I was like, this one day, like 3 years later, I realized it, and I went through with like a black light, and I was like, oh my gosh, they're all still here.
Looks like the current's pushing Argus a bit there.
Yeah.
Sorry. Been lateraling over a bit now for a while, and Argus still is a little bit off to the port side a bit there.
Yeah. So I don't have a lot of options with heading because of that wind.
Yeah.
So I'll, at the surface, I'll just, when we stop, I'll do step over if you're too far off to the ship's starboard.
Roger.
Pressure's at, oh, you must have just pushed the button. It went from 21 to 29.
Pressure of what?
Oh, here? On the main hydraulic, yeah. I'm just going to see if I can drive forward now.
The youngest brother of the 3, though, he was on right before me for 5 years.
On here?
Yep, on Nautilus. He was over in Turkey, though, when they were out there. And then he was done after 5 years, and then I joined when it came to America. And my oldest brother, well, the middle brother of the 3 brothers, wanted to go on, but after my brother's death,
Bridge, not.
other things took precedence. And then he got a family and has 2 kids now, so
Can we
doesn't really have time to come on a
secure
boat.
the tanks and enable air to tuggers? Thank you.
He wants to come on.
Dan, did you want to tilt up the Argus's HD cam?
Copy it.
I never turn this radio off. I don't know why someone don't turn it off. Because no one usually uses it. There shouldn't be any like you shouldn't hear anything on it unless someone's calling you and it's charging. So I usually just leave it on. But
And
it's a
if-
good thing to check, especially now, because once Mark starts to call on it, you don't want to have it off.
Supposed to be on all the time as a backup comms, is it? Or?
I usually, yeah, I try to keep it that way.
All of these radios are hooked up to it too, so if
Right.
that dies,
Yeah,
one of
we're-
these 3 over here
of
works
course,
too.
yeah, we're all fine, but it's you know, hearing it when someone calls. It's mainly Mark.
Put some more lateral motion on here, Rennie. See if I can get it's getting stronger.
Yeah.
Probably can actually just
Argus
do only lateral.
cam secure.
Roger.
Is it? Is
I'm
it
not seeing
really?
any crazy current in the particles yet. Or just crossing 200 meters.
Yeah, but the vehicle positions indicate that there's a...
Yeah, yeah, of course. But I think just from what we saw on the way down, I think it's probably between 150 and 50 is where we're going to see the biggest.
I think so too.
So it's good to start to get prepped for it. Yeah, you can see Argus, like you said, really swinging over there.
Yeah.
I think the more proactive we are at fighting it, then the better we'll be off.
Yeah, I have laterals on right now to see if I can get us back over.
Yeah.
When you see it, you'll know it.
Yeah.
I definitely see it.
Right.
You can also see it in the butt cam.
I think if we stay in just like this range, we should be okay. It's when you start to get in the crazy way off, because we know that at the surface we'll be able to correct it. We just won't be able to get to the surface if it's 90 degrees off.
Yeah, I agree. There you go.
You driving at the end of it too?
Yeah.
Now it's going to get you.
You might be fighting against it, and well, we can always keep a delta where you can fly under in an emergency, but seeing an uncomfortable view of Argus.
Definitely.
Give it full forward, Jess. Or your tether stays tight, at least.
That's full.
Roger.
Full forward.
Might bring your auto head off. You'll get more jam from both thrusters. Well, you're winning the battle there. Going for a ride. Just forward enough to keep your tether tight, so the rest is gonna do what it wants to, I think.
There's only been one time in the midwater where I was very concerned because there was just some chatter on the front row, and I just look up and I see that it was a new a pilot who was new to our operation and was not driving stick forward. And yeah,